Hello, everyone. Jean-Claude here at Beyond Mystic. Let me know if you can hear me okay. It appears there's a storm is brewing. I can see some dark clouds in front of me, and it's a bit windy. So let me know if the wind is too much problems for the microphone, or if you guys can hear me okay. I'll wait for the chat here. I just wanted to jump on to make a quick video update here. Janine and I did a emergency broadcast message the other day. We were being alerted to some new type of scammers um, going on, and there's already a few emails of our viewers who fell for the scam and lost some money. And so we wanted to do that update video to let you know. Jenny and I don't do crypto investments. We don't have trading platforms. We don't do any of that. And so if people are trying to communicate to you to contact either myself or Janine through WhatsApp and through other platforms in order to have you invest, know for sure that's we're not doing that. Now, the reason I'm doing so go back and watch that episode from 2 days ago, I believe it was now. But the reason we're doing this video here today, or I'm doing this video here today, is I saw an email come in from Janine's account earlier this morning. And I've asked this person if they want to come and do a live video with me and Janine here. So maybe we'll do something later tonight. I know Janine's dealing with some stuff right now. It might be tomorrow, but I still wanted to come in and talk to you guys today about it. So there's more and more. Um, I don't know that there's more effort. Or, I don't know that there's more scammers, but there's definitely more effort um, in the last little while here, and our audience is being targeted, and that's why we called it the emergency broadcast the other day. Some people had offense with the title, saying that it was clickbait, and in my view, and in Janine's view, no, it was emergency broadcast. We needed to tell people to not fall for this stuff. So, and I stand by the decision of making that video the other day. And so, what I saw today in the email, if I can get to that, we saw a huge correspondence via email to one of our viewers, who apparently was having a big long email conversation with me. It was coming from Jean Claude Beyond Mystic something Gmail account. It looks like my email address, but not my email address. So there are some very subtle differences in the email. But what was concerning was this person purporting to be me was spending a lot of time answering questions, creating a narrative, creating a trust kind of relationship in that email with that viewer. And I'm saying, oh my God, they're spending a lot of time and energy trying to scam you. So this is not a, oh, click here and, try to send money. No, they're spending a lot of time communicating with the audience members. And so in that email, the person pretending to be me here was saying things like, "Oh, you remember last year, Janine said she bought a property. Well, this is because of the crypto platform that we're on. It's so popular, and people are making bank and they're making money." They went as far as to say that that was also why Julie had bought a house. That it had something to do with presumably the Beyond Mystic trading platform, which again does not exist. We are not managing any crypto funds. We're not doing any trade calls whatsoever. So it's not us. But at the same time, these guys are making it look really real. And again, using our emails. Now, holy shit, that's crazy, says Carol. Yeah, it's absolutely crazy. And so what we got the other day, and why we were doing an emergency broadcast from it, was that they're using people's voices now too. And so this looks like it's AI stuff. And so what I want to say to you, if you're in a communication with Jean Claude, and they're spending that much time with you, of course, I don't have time to do that. We have thousands of emails to respond every day. I'm not doing like personal stuff at any level, but ask them to go on camera with you. You'll know right away who's talking with you, if it's me or if it's somebody else. That's a sure way of doing it, at least for now. Although we might get more of these AI stuff with images. Who knows? We're at that level of technology that's available now. And so what Janine was reporting the other day, and if you watch the interview with 107, the same thing. People are using his voice we don't see him on camera, but he was explaining a video where people had used his voice and something he was saying in order, again, to pump people into these different crypto schemes. And so, very dangerous times right now. So again, so that particular email from today, like I said, they were using a lot of, I guess, personal information or information that Janine and I have shared with you guys about our personal life in the last number of years. And they were all using that information to build a narrative into why this particular trading platform is working, or as proof or evidence that the trading platform is working for them. So again, like I was like, wow, that there's a lot of investment of time. And so if they did that to that one viewer, which we saw in the email, how many other people are they doing that with? This is a team of people. It can't be just one person at this time. So they're spending a lot of time and energy. Uh, what's that? The reason I'm on the river today. Look at that. Look at the beautiful scene there. You can see some of the old ruins behind here. Some of some people from this region will recognize where I'm sitting right now. So the reason I'm doing this video, I was reminded of Sun Tzu in The Art of War. If you sit by the river long enough, you'll see the bodies of your enemies float by. Well, in this particular case, I can't sit here and just wait for my enemies to float by. I have to call them out and, again, do these videos to help you guys, or especially the new people coming on. They might not have the reflexes yet, or they don't know Janine enough or myself enough yet because they're just new to the woo, so to speak, and they might fall prey to this stuff. And so, again, my heart goes out to that lady, and I know there's another lady who contacted me a month ago, same thing. They got caught in this, and I, in my view, I was like, how could people fall for this? But then when I saw the complexity and the energy being put in the communication in that email, that like one-on-one, and the verbiage is very much, oh, we're here to help you, blah, blah, blah. Like, it kind of sounds like us in a way, like an altruistic kind of narrative. But clearly it's not. What happens is people eventually trust them and they're looking for help on how to create their wallets. And they create their wallets, they send their first amount to get their first Bitcoin or whatever it is that they're selling. And suddenly the conversation stops cold turkey and they don't hear from them. That's what's happening. But they're spending a lot of time trying to build that relationship with you. So maybe from now on, if you guys see that, please help me call it out because they're everywhere in their chat. We try to delete those comments. We alert YouTube. We alert Rumble about it. But like I said in the show the other day, it's like playing whack-a-mole. I delete one and 100 new ones come up. It's everywhere on my Facebook, on my Twitter, on Rumble, also in here, of course, on YouTube. So if you see them, call them out best you can, or at least put comments in the section for other new people who are reading the comments to not fall for that crap. That'll help us out. And if for some reason you're in that communication now, just ask those people to come on live with you on camera. You'll see it's not Janine, it's not me. They're hiding behind these emails or these WhatsApp accounts. So again, be very careful. Yeah, yeah. Hi, Meg. Hi. Uh, so it's very scary. It's very concerning. And Vinny and I completely, we knew this was happening. We've done a lot of videos over the last number of years warning people of these scammers, but I had not seen the extent of what we've just seen in the last, let's say, couple of weeks. It seems to be ramping up, and it makes sense. Like everything else in this world is ramping up. The crazies are getting crazier. And as the economy continues to degrade, more and more people are going to try to steal money from you. So it is what it is, guys. So tonight, so this is the poster here, Into the Storm. But tonight we have a special show with Penny Kelly, Jason Four, and Woo Woo Dude. The title is The End of the World as We Know It. I probably won't leave it on YouTube simply because we're going to be getting into some of the webbot data stuff, and some of the wording there, of course, might be difficult for some of the algos here. So if you want to find us, look, that episode is for free for everyone here. Again, this is more of a public service broadcast type of episode. We're looking at everything that's happening now with the death of the petrodollar. There's been some moves at the G7 and also by Russia and Saudi Arabia this week that suggest that something very big is around the corner. 107 was alluding to that too in our last videos. He went as far as to say that he would come in maybe even for 10-minute segments as things epic things would pop up here later in this week. So it seems like we're right on that threshold right now. So stay tuned for that. Um, Join us tonight at 8 o'clock Eastern. I'm going to be creating a specific page on the beyondmystic.net website also, and I'm going to cut and paste some of the latest stuff that Cliff was kind enough to provide Joe and myself here in the last couple of days. So we're going to try to kind of decode that with you guys and see where it is. To be frank, though, some of it is still kind of confusing. It's confusing to me, and I think it's also confusing to Cliff because it seems to be all new territory. So humans are through this process of being psychic and feeling what's ahead in the curve. They're changing their language, and the language right now, from what I understand, doesn't always fit into some of the older WebBot data, like buckets where he had these data sets for specific themes. So it's a little bit more difficult to, I guess, to navigate right now or to even understand what's coming up. But clearly, um, Cliff was saying there's a demarcation this week, and we should start seeing by the end of this week here a first attempt at the narrative of the death of the dollar showing up in the mainstream news. And there's also, of course, the July 15 and July 16 huge peak there in building tension and release tension on the next day. And he's suggesting that, for him, anyways, that's he's pegging that the end of the world as we know it. So something big is changing in our realm. It's not the end of the world, the sky's not falling, but at the same time, something big is changing, and we're not going to be living or experiencing this reality the same way from that point forward. I think that's what he's saying. So we're going to be trying to decode that for you guys at 8 o'clock Eastern tonight on Rumble. We're breaking spells. Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, I hope so. We are in uncharted territories. Mystica, Diana, yes, totally agree with that. Nice, JC. Thanks for doing that page. Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna cut and paste some of the stuff that Cliff's given us permission to share on that particular page, so you guys can share that with other people. But I think I'm also going to repost on that page too the links to Cliff High's older WebBot data, the free stuff that's been on our site for a long time, because there's new people coming up and looking at the old stuff right now. We're seeing clues, as Cliff says, with all of these temporal markers now. Um, that could suggest that we're in that time that Cliff was predicting maybe 3, 4, 5 years ago, even now, maybe even longer. Actually, this was before COVID. So we're looking 6, 7-year-old data that appears to be hitting now. So crazy stuff indeed. Okay, I look forward to it. Yes. Don't forget Rumble tonight. You guys have any quick questions for me while I'm here? Oh, I wanted to say something. I've been working since December to try to add for you guys the new chat function on the IAP. Instead of having the Discord chat in a different window, I want to do the integrated chats on our videos when we record for the Insider Access Pass members. The technology is there in terms of the service provider, the third-party contract that we can use to do it. But I did hit a physical wall on our website. Our website is older, as you know, and it was put together like with duct tape and baling wire a couple of years back. And so there's a few more changes that I need to do to the physical hardware on our site before we implement that. So that's slowed me down a little bit. It's still in my plans. And right now we're spending so much time producing content. You guys setting up here to fish behind me. I'll try to get out of the frame for you guys. We're trying to put up as much content as we can to be relevant in these times. And so it's keeping me really, really busy. As you know, we're doing 15 to 20 shows a week across all platforms. And so that's taking a lot of my time here to do the programming. So I'm spending less time on the back end building out the physical infrastructure of the site. And so it's working in the sense that I don't have any issues. We can handle the load of all the viewers on the site. It's not crashing. We did spend a lot on that investment on the physical side back in November, December. So right now it's not broke, so I don't need to fix it. And in the meantime, I need to be out here doing all of this new content and being relevant in these weird times of ours. As you saw that with the 107 interviews, a 3-hour marathon there. There was a lot of information shared there, and if you spend the time to really listen to what he was saying. A lot of times, granted, between the lines there, he was speaking opaquely, as he said, but I think you guys will get it. But there was a lot of information in that video, again, suggesting that we've entered this new phase of the war. So uh, Jenny and I are bracing for having to do more of these important impromptu videos as things change very rapidly on the landscape. So, all right, guys, that's it for me. My batteries are almost dead. I wasn't planning on doing this. I just came here to meditate today, and I realized, oh, I read these emails this morning. Like, oh man, I should do another video again just to warn people here of the weird things that are happening behind the scenes. So. All right. There's a guy spoofing me, I guess, in the back, the fisherman guy. Okay, thank you everyone for joining us. Again, please try to join me later tonight, if you can, on Rumble at 8 o'clock Eastern. I believe the socials are already out. Maybe not. I think Coco's on that right now. So if you look at my Twitter, my Facebook, and my Telegram, you're going to see the post for that episode here very shortly, if it's not already there. And if you do see them, please forward them. It's going to be a big episode tonight. Now I'm trying to get this message out to as many people as possible. I guess removing the fear from all of it, because I think there's going to be a lot of fear with all the changes that are coming, and just so looking at it from different points of views, from Richard's point of view, from Joe's point of view, and from Penny's point of view, we might be able to understand a little bit more how things are going to transpire here moving forward, and that might give us some leads on how to, I guess, make the best decisions we can here to move forward together. So I love you guys. Thank you so much for being on. Share this video if you haven't already on your social media, and please do help me out when you see these fraudsters posting below our videos or our messages, to let other people know, especially the new people coming into the woo, that those are scams and that we're not into that at all. All right, so